Pretty
There we
good.
go.
Pretty good.
There we go. We're back.
Hello. Welcome back to
Hi.
Exposure Therapy.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 12.
12. The big one, too.
The big one, too. What is today's topic, Reese?
Today, we have a fun little topic, a very small topic to talk about.
Yes.
In TV, you might notice certain episodes where they take place entirely in one location. This is known as a bottle episode.
Yes.
And it's actually not as boring as it might sound, because you can get some of your most interesting and exciting episodes
You very well can.
from forcing all of your characters to be trapped in a confined space.
Yes.
And it's actually such a successful genre that's what we're talking about today.
Exactly.
In movies, we're going to talk about some of our favorite single location movies. And since movies are larger and have a lot more runtime, what we
budgets.
mean by single location is that it almost entirely takes place within one setting, one location.
Yes.
Some of the movies might include different, sets within the same building, but it's all within the same building. Or maybe it's, different sets on a plane, different areas of the plane, but it's all on a plane.
Yeah, for story purposes, it's all one location. Yeah.
So, what's the first one that you want to talk about?
So the first one I want to talk about is a hit. A lot of people know it, and a lot of people love it, understandably so. It's objectively, one of the best coming-of-age films of all time. And that is The Breakfast Club, directed by none other than John Hughes. Mr. Coming-of-Age himself. His films are always just so relatable, no matter what time they're in. They are timeless films, and Breakfast Club is like no exception. But yeah, it's a one-location story. It all takes place in one high school in Illinois, and that's where the whole story takes place.
The camera never leaves the grounds of the high school.
No, it's always, the furthest out it goes is the field of the school itself, and that's it. It does not go, anywhere in the suburbs or anything like that. It kind of stays in that one location. And one thing that I think, is really great about having a movie or a story take place in one location is you allow the characters, they're forced to work through their problems. They cannot escape, literally. And so, you have them in detention where they literally are given a paper where they have to, face their problems and write about it and reflect on it.
And even when they, reject to do that, they're still stuck there and forced to talk to each other.
Exactly.
And therefore, talk through their shit.
Yeah, it's a genius premise, but it's so simple.
I believe my beloved TV show Community, one of its most successful episodes is their bottle episode of Annie's Lost Pen.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of another TV show where it's just been like one
Any time that characters in TV show get trapped in a room, that's usually a bottle episode because they're going to be in that room almost the entire episode.
Like Breaking Bad, The Fly.
Yeah,
The Fly episode.
that is surprisingly one of the most derisive episodes. Because
You mean divisive?
divisive, I think, because it was really
divides?
unpopular. Yeah, it was really unpopular at first, but
Yeah.
then it became one of the highest viewed, I believe, episodes in all of the Breaking Bad. Crazy.
Yeah, it's just what makes it bottle episodes, bottle narratives just make it so intriguing because you're just, I've seen these characters out and about in the regular world. Well, what if the regular world was just contained to one place? Well, then they have different behaviors and different things. And going back to Breakfast Club, you have this thing where in the beginning they want to escape the high school, they want to get out, but then at the end they want to more so escape metaphorically in a lot of their own kind of hang-ups and jammed up little boxes they've created for themselves personality-wise. They want to escape that. I'm putting my film analysis hat on. So yeah, it's just the simple premise of it all allows the emotions to really be front and center, and the acting is just so great, and it really, the performances lend to the bottle narrative itself. It's just a great movie, and it's just so simple, and it's a great movie for filmmakers too, because it can show what you can do with just one location.
Like, literally, as a high school student, it is foreseeable, more or less,
No.
to pull off a Breakfast Club. I mean, especially with the level of quality the phone cameras are now.
Oh yeah.
Like, you can
Absolutely.
make some great personal home indie projects.
You really can, and it's just, you know, even a short film,
Mm-hmm.
like the narrative and the bottle narrative lends itself so well.
Plenty of short films, yeah, are bottle. One of my favorite ones that just popped into my head is in Love, Death, Robots. It's the Michael B. Jordan one where he's like trapped inside of this like very small bunker
Oh
room
yeah.
after crash landing on a planet. Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
this like robot in there with him, and he can't move. That's a bottle episode right there. It's amazingly animated. Like the fact that it's not this episode that involves huge, massive landscapes. It allows them to get in on that detail and make it lifelike. Like so you can see every pore on his face.
Yeah, and you know, that's what's great about, you know, the way they do the bottle episodes and that narrative. There's just it lends to the quality of other departments becoming higher because you don't have to spend as much money and budget and resources on locations and different settings, and even in animation, different landscapes that you have to paint and do and animate. So because you're in one location, you're allowed to expand yourself into other facets.
Yeah.
Performance capture, acting, recording, music, dialogue. You have more time to really, you know, take advantage of other
Flesh it
facets.
out and
Yeah,
get what you really want since you don't have to worry about 10 other places,
exactly.
10 other characters.
Precisely. Yeah. Really, really good stuff. So that was my first one. Reese, what is yours?
First one that I wanted to talk about, I'm pretty sure I at least brought it up at some point. Ex Machina, because I got to watch that fully through for the first time recently. I
Nice.
finally sat down and watched it since they added it back to Netflix. And yeah, Alex Garland's directorial debut, if that's assuming you don't consider Dread his directorial debut, which I almost brought that one up as a single location because it's entirely within a apartment complex, but there's so many different like rooms and floors and levels, and like they do go outside of the building and there's different buildings. So I said Ex Machina, that's his next one, which also, you know, has different settings or different scenes, places, like they're allowed to exit outside of this house that they're trapped in for most of the time, except for the android. But it's all within this guy's estate. And I really
Great dance
enjoyed
sequence
it.
in that movie.
Yeah. But with the fact that they keep the android specifically to one tiny little room.
Yeah.
The effects for the movie, like when it came out at its time, are stunning, breathtaking. They still hold up. I'm still blown away by them.
Yeah.
And then just the writing in it, I just loved because it was all just conversations and dialogue about AI, and it's very interesting, like how insightful it was because it came out before AI.
It's great even now.
Yeah, and it like hit the nail on the head for a lot of I think conversations about AI right now.
Yeah.
And it's able to pull that off in a very natural, fluid way. And I didn't feel like I was being talked at. I felt like I was actually listening in on two very intelligent people having a conversation about this thing that's new and interesting in the world. And the twists and the mind-bending ending gets very fun. So that I recommend check out for sure.
Cool. Yeah. I have not seen Ex Machina. We'll put that
I'm gonna
caveat
make
there
you.
again.
We're gonna watch that later.
Okay.
It's a really
so,
good one, and I need to rewatch it again.
Yeah.
now.
I'd love to watch it. It's so like,
Apparently, it has a huge cult following.
it does, and like I've seen so many clips online, and especially the dance sequence with Oscar Isaac. That's
He's so fun.
so fun. But no, I'd love to watch Ex Machina. Like I love, you know, a lot of the movies and TV that revolve around technology and moral implications and ethical implications of it. And how current the messages are in a lot of those movies. So, yeah, that's a good pick. My second one is Locke with Tom Hardy, and it all takes place in a car.
In a car.
And I think
single car.
A single car. And I think it's so well done. It's one of the rare times Tom Hardy is not masked in his role. He does not have a mask.
I don't think he wears a mask that often.
Well, it's certainly one of the times where Tom Hardy has an accent you can understand a little better.
So he's not Bane, is what you're saying.
He's not Bane. He's not.
In
Alfie
Peaky
from
Blinders. We're drawing a line in the sand. Were you standing there talking about some line in the sand?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what he sounds like.
Yeah.
I thought he was here. And so, but yeah, it's really well done. Just the way that they take the bottle episode, and it's like, you're sure, it's one static location. Well, how about this is a moving location? How about we have it all in a car where he's going from point A to point B?
Oh, the car moves around in the movie?
Yeah,
That's fun.
He's driving.
That's fun.
He's driving to a place, and I believe, if I remember correctly, it's him trying to get to his girlfriend's house, and she might have been taken hostage, I believe, something like that, as he's driving. So like point A,
But he's still trapped in the car?
he's driving his way there. So it's all in
Interesting.
one location. He's not trapped, but
Clearly,
he's
I
getting
haven't
to-
seen Drive yet, or Lock yet.
Yeah, but he's like getting to a location
Okay.
because it never gets out of the car.
Very cool.
And so he's, it allows him, and it's only Tom Hardy, I believe. It might be one other person, but it's really primarily Tom Hardy and the voice of people on the phone on like the Bluetooth connection.
I
And that's
see.
it. And it allows for Tom to really be just his performance, and he carries of course.
I mean,
It doesn't say it's not that he carries the film, but he is the film. And
it goes without saying he's the primary focus.
yeah, he's the primary focus, and the way it's like lit too, where like somehow you can have like, this beautiful cinematic lighting on a car, where usually cars light them really harshly and all that. There's a great like warm glow basking on him, and then the rest of the background is just kind of this black, and it like envelops him in a way. But I think another reason why like the bottle narrative can allow for more components to be more fully fleshed out, and other facets to feel more high quality, including performance. Tom doesn't have to be worried about next location. What's my transition here? If I'm in this place instead of that place, it's all in
Gets
one
to
thing.
completely focus on the character and that character in that one spot.
Yeah,
and their
exactly.
story projection throughout it.
Yeah, and it's not, they might have not shot in order, I'm not sure, but it also that narrative lends to being shot in order, because you're in one location, why not?
Yeah.
And so, especially if it's all indoors, why would you not shoot it in order? Which allows, I think, for the actors to not have to struggle with transitions and big jumps in their emotions, because it's just shot in order. They go through the motions themselves naturally. But Locke is great. Another great example of a bottle narrative. It's very, very well done.
Very nice. Very nice. You know me. I like horror.
Yup.
And
You're a fiend for it.
I'm a fiend, and the bottle episode, bottle subgenre, lends very well to horror genre
100%.
as well. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of it comes down to just survival, and one of the most famous, influential franchises of all time started with a single location, a cabin in the woods, Evil Dead.
Yeah.
That inspired the entire cabin in the woods subgenre
Yeah.
of horror there. So that alone immediately got that going on for it. And on the topic of survival, I will also extend this out to just like a lot of survival movies, like 127 Hours.
Yeah.
Entirely within that canyon.
That's
He's
right,
stuck
yep.
there, James Franco, under that boulder for,
Yeah.
127 hours.
Yeah. You're right.
So, the bottle genre, I think, can be linked to a lot of survival stories and, battles of endurance.
Even in video games.
Yeah,
Resident Evil
definitely.
2.
Yeah, most of the game, you're stuck in, like, the single building, the police station, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm playing Resident Evil
Asylum,
Requiem
Batman
right
Arkham
now.
Asylum.
Yeah, Arkham Asylum is all within the asylum. Certainly large environments, but you can still see the focus allows you
Yeah.
to close in and tell a very specific story you want.
Yep.
I do believe Arkham Asylum is like one of the most popular. I think it's the most popular outside of Arkham Knight,
Yeah. No, it's huge.
because
That game is huge.
I mean the Batmobile is huge for that game and getting all of Gotham, but Arkham Asylum was like the big one to go to. And I know Gotham City got pretty popular, but
yeah, Arkham Asylum was the first.
Arkham
though.
City, yeah.
Yeah, Arkham Asylum was the 1st,
Mm-hmm.
the one game of the year back then. It was like, yeah.
I remember the like black and white cover with him like wiping the blood
for-
off.
That was for Arkham City.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah, those were iconic. They
They're
were on,
so
like,
cool.
Every cover of a comic book I had. Yeah, it was amazing.
And then, popping back into horror really quick.
Yeah,
Saw, love Saw. All those
Oh,
traps
yeah.
and all those
One
things.
location.
A lot of the trials and all the different Saw movies are locked in a single location.
Man, horror
And there's
loves
like yeah, I know, it's great. It just works well. It's
Yeah.
adding restrictions to your story and forcing your characters into predicaments and
Yeah.
situations that normally they wouldn't be in, and forcing them to make these decisions
would they
or
leave?
talk about whatever.
Yeah.
So it's great. It works amazingly. And even like Friday the 13th, it's all in one camp.
yeah, that's right.
It's lots of locations,
Yeah.
but locked in. And I think I am going too wide. So the one I did really want to narrow down on horror wise, Markiplier's New Iron Lung.
Yeah,
It's
Iron
a
Lung.
perfect example of a horror story that takes place within a single literal tiny bottle.
a submersible.
Yep. And I just loved it. It was great.
Yeah. Well, I also
And I've
think
already
that's-
talked about it like extensively in some previous episodes.
Yeah, that was episode 1. Our best movies of 2025. Iron Man. But it's really interesting because I love the way that the bottle narrative is kind of it's both easy to fail at, but also hard to fail at, because if you contain yourself in the story to one location, you have to have a problem. Like you just it lends itself to just standard narrative structure. So you have to have a problem, you have to have a solution, and they have to find a way to either get out of that place or fight the monster or whatever. They have to obtain an objective. And so I even think like it's such a great starter plot structure for a lot of scripts and narratives, because it lends so well to having something be resolved, having a goal, having an objective.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You're cutting out all the pretense of the character having to explore or discover.
Yeah.
It's just they're there, they're in it.
Yep.
Action.
Yeah.
So, if you're not careful, you can definitely throw it off and get confusing. But
Yeah.
like you said, if it's done right, which not terribly difficult.
No.
Uh,
There's a lot of guardrails in place, actually,
Yeah.
when you think about it.
I think it helps a lot to shoot in a single location. It's a great
100%.
jumping point for any, burgeoning project maker.
Yeah. When you think about it, the film that we made for senior thesis is one location. Make time. One location. All right. Yeah, you're right. In terms of the actual filming,
Well-
no, it was 2 locations.
I guess
In the
you are right.
story,
Yes,
it's one
you are right. Yes.
Yeah. So once in the narrative
mean-
itself, it's one location.
They go to his house.
Oh, you're so God. Never
They
mind.
go to his
I
house.
forgot the plot of my freaking movie.
But
They go to his house.
not insurers in 2 locations. But Momlet's one location. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that one.
Yeah,
That was
we
our,
don't.
our freshman year
We
one.
don't talk about that. Yeah.
Anyways.
You know what I'm proud of though? Sunset Reserve. That was 2 locations freshman year. There you go.
Anyways, what is the next one you would like to talk about?
Yeah. So this is the third and last one that I was just able to think of and that I've seen in recent memory was Rear Window, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, none other than himself, and it was
The Great.
yeah, the great. But we do have to his wife. His wife would make up a lot of those ideas. So
The Real Great.
the real great, the true great is his wife. But anyways, Rear Window is a great film and a great example of the bottle method. And I watched it for Film History one time, and then I think I watched it recently just on like Turner Classic with my dad recently. But it's so it's just so great. Like you don't feel like it's one location. It certainly doesn't feel like it.
No.
The way it's shot and the way it's presented, it feels like, I think the way Hitchcock and
looking into all these different, scenes and settings, but you are, as the viewer, entirely confined to your own separate space.
You're confined to Jimmy Stewart's wheelchair.
Such a interesting concept, and like it's gone on to be parodied, and like doubled and used in so many other things.
Huge
like,
inspiration.
Even Family Guy like uses it.
Yeah, or like, there's in horror, there's like that one short film, I forgot the name for it, but it's like this kid is like on a balcony and he's looking over and he sees like this like zombie or whatever in a window, and she like points up to him as he's looking through. I forgot the name of the short film, but it's a horror film that I've seen online recently. Terrifying.
A really great online short horror film that is pretty popular. Portrait of God. I've shown you that one. Pretty freaky.
That is one location.
Yeah, all one little location. Super freaky. If you want an interesting little short horror film, check out Portrait of God.
Portrait of God. Link in bio. And so then with Rear Window, I think the way they master the tension and through the narrative itself, it feels like you literally are going on a ride. And it's one location, but not really. Like there's multiple locations in terms of, as you said, the other windows, the other apartments. There's the couple that, finally are finding peace and, settling once in the beginning when they're like really chaotic. Then there's the actual murderer himself. And, he has Grace Kelly go and like look around, and then, there's no coverage of the fight except just the zooming in of his binoculars. That's all you see, which makes you want to try to help them. You're not connected to them. It's just the way the film is made, where there's no other coverage, just him looking at that fight between, he was Perry Mason. I don't know. Anyways, the actor's name, but he is, wrestling with Grace Kelly, and he's been found, and as an audience, a lot of modern films, we would just cut to the fight in the apartment. We'd cut to a single or an over the shoulder or a establishing master of just the fight and the actual location. We would not just be on one shot of him looking at the fight, but we do, and that allows us to feel disconnected, to feel helpless. And that's exactly what Hitchcock wants you to feel. And that's why the bottle narrative makes it so helpful, because if we did go to more coverage, it would not be a bottle narrative anymore. It would be another location.
It'd be a completely different story if he was able to, if we were able to leave that single room.
Yeah, because we wouldn't feel helpless. We'd be like, oh, well, someone's going to come in now, or something's going to happen. But
or like he has options. He can go out. No, you have to keep him locked to his spot.
Nope, he's locked.
And that carries the whole premise.
Yeah, and it's so good. So I encourage you all to watch Rear Window if you have.
It's a classic.
It's a classic. It really is, and it's a classic for a reason. It's such an inspiring film, and especially as a young filmmaker, it's like it's the best. And so, it's like peak demonstration of the bottle narrative. Like that's how you execute it to the top notch, to a tease like that. That's how you do it.
And then the last kind of one that I wanted to bring in and talk about, specifically the detective genre, not like the noir detective, but the Sherlock Holmes or the Benoit Blanc, the gentleman detective arriving on scene and solving, the unsolvable case. Knives Out takes place almost entirely within the mansion. And then the same can be said for the third one, which is my personal favorite of the bunch, Wake Up Dead Man. It's almost entirely within and around the church. But specifically, the second one is where the bottle genre really shines in the detective genre, and this can also be said for like Clue. But the second one, Glass Onion, takes place entirely within the island. Nearly. I mean, we have the backflashes or
The flashbacks.
flashbacks. I always do that.
Backflashes.
But the flashbacks. But yeah, almost entirely within the island, and you're trapped there with the murderer, and you're trying to find the murderer and solve the case. Clue, all within the mansion,
that's right.
and
Clue.
The other really famous detective with the big handlebar mustache, Murder on the Orient Express, Death on the Nile.
Yeah.
All bottle stories.
Yeah.
Because they're all trapped on the single location.
I think it's Detective Hercule Poirot.
Oh yeah, it's like Hercules Poirot or something.
Yeah, Detective Poirot.
Poirot. But yeah, just the... And then I'm trying to think for Sherlock Holmes, because it's kind of such an expansive library of different people that have like thrown their hat in the ring.
Yeah, I can't.
And I haven't personally like read the original works.
The RDJ one is certainly not.
Yeah, so I feel like he, at least what we've seen with a lot of Sherlock Holmes is almost, at least maybe in like Americanized, is like that blend of like adventure and detective. I'm trying, if I think to a more base detective, I mean like the Sherlock show, some of the
CSI
episodes, I don't know about that, but
Sherlock for sure.
yeah, there's bottle episodes within Sherlock. I know like in the last season when he's like trapped at his, spoiler alert, like evil forgotten stepsister, her like prison house.
Oh yeah.
But then also,
That was an interesting season.
yeah, I loved Sherlock until it started to fall off. But just going to show,
Yes.
there's a lot of detective genre that makes use of it as well.
Yep.
And like last little example is even with like Edgar Allan Poe's his detective works, specifically with
100%.
Auguste Lupin and like the mystery of murders in the Rue Morgue. It's all at that one building, and it's like, what's going on here? I like the stories told at a secondary location, but like as you're seeing it and they're explaining it, it's all within this morgue place. Very fun short story, by the way.
Nice.
It's a very short read.
Cool.
But yeah, mysteries. I love the detective.
Yeah, they lend to that really well, even in terms of like, I'm thinking also in terms of I'm trying to think. There was a bottle episode of The Flash. There's 9 seasons.
Pretty
of
sure
that fucking show.
there's bottle
there's
episodes.
gotta be a bottle episode.
What's the episode where he's trapped inside of the like, cell
The
and he
cell?
can't like phase out of it?
Oh yeah, there's that. That's not like really.
Oh, he's not in it for the whole episode?
No, it's like I think there's one. God, like not a bottle episode really, but like he's trapped in the Speed Force, and like that's like a one location. Like he can't get out to the real world.
It's a whole episode?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he's like in that.
Does it like involve any other actors, or is it just him?
No, it involves other actors. It's not like it's not really.
Oh,
a bottle episode.
okay, I see what you mean.
It involves other actors though. Yeah, or actually, season 6 there's a bottle episode where it's only him, and then he talks to like the human embodiment of the Speed Force. And again, it is one of the best episodes of The Flash.
See,
it is pretty good.
Some of the most popular episodes in franchises are those bottle episodes.
Grant acts his butt off. It's very good. It's really, really good.
It's such an interesting phenomenon. I'm sure that we can find a paper somewhere talking about this, right?
Oh yeah, like
you think
the appeal of a bottle episode, maybe.
Or just the fact that in shows specifically would be for like this thesis. that like across their runtimes, bottle episodes are commonly the most popular or most successful episodes within a series.
Yeah. There's a guy
And
article.
that's like a very interesting phenomenon, I think.
It is. It's really interesting. I feel like I think it forces us to sit. And, like, sit with it. It does not. It's not something where we are like able to wander if there's a scene transition or something like that. It like forces us to really sit with.
You're in it. You're with them. You're there.
Yeah, literally. Doctor Who has so many bottle episodes. Yep. There's a whole episode where the Doctor is like in this castle and he's like being kind of psychologically tortured, and he has like a mind palace of the TARDIS. I'm not really counting that as another location because it is a bottle episode where he's just in one thing and it's just the Doctor. Great.
And isn't there another one where it's the like time traveling soldier that is invisible and they're like all in a bunker? And it's like a countdown will start and like a single person will see like a mummy walking towards them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the.
And they're all locked downstairs in that single room, right?
That's right. It was the Mummy on the Orient Express.
Oh, was it on the Orient?
Yeah.
What? What? That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a mummy on the intergalactic Orient Express.
I see.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
that is one location that was really good too. Especially no, not at the end. Like they tarred us out and we're like.
Well, I mean that's the exit. Yeah. That's the outro. Yeah.
But yeah, it's primarily
them ending the story. They got out.
They did, yeah. So it's so good. I would love actually tangent, but I'd love a Doctor Who episode where like it's their last one and they're like regenerating, and it's all one location. Like it's all like they have to like reconcile or like face their final moment as that Doctor just by themselves, one location.
That'd be crazy.
It'd be kind of nuts. And then like their only exit is to face the fact and regenerate. So they're further delaying their exit just by being stubborn.
Being stubborn.
Yeah, they're like, I don't want to go. Well, you have to, man. You like actually have to regenerate to get out of this place.
But I just got this body.
Yeah,
they trick you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's like the next regeneration is going to be this really famous actor. No, it's actually this other guy. That's a really good actor, but lesser known.
Yeah,
we just tricked you with that first guy.
Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis comes on for the Doctor for one episode.
He comes back out of retirement.
Yep, for one Doctor Who episode. But yeah, the bottle narrative's so cool. It's such a great narrative premise. It really lends to a lot of great stories.
Yeah. Let us know any of your favorite bottle episodes
Please
or
do.
Movies or games,
Absolutely.
books. If it takes place in one spot, we want to hear it.
Yes, we do. Also, PSA, sell your Xbox immediately. Thank you so much.
Why?
Well, Xbox sucks. We all know why, right? They don't like having employed people on their company. They don't like having people make games for them. They're gonna fire everyone and.
Just get a PlayStation.
Just get
or a PC.
Just get a PC or a PlayStation, man. I don't even know. We're not even gonna have a Blade game. I'm telling you right now, that Blade game's gone.
No.
That Blade game is gone. They've canceled. They're gonna lay off that studio. They've laid off 3 already. It's done.
Bummer.
It's over. It's so good.
Well, anyways, on that sad note.
On that sad note, screw corporate monarchy and screw all that crap.
Yeah. Cut.